Hello, welcome to Down with Dragons here on Monsters of Roll on Twitch at 7 o'clock Central Time. Yep, get another episode. Love it. I am DM Scott. With me, as always,
Lillian playing Maven Corpse Flower, Circle of Spores Druid, who still has some pee in her pants because of last week's episode.
And Mick playing Holliver, the Worm Jagervisk, a tiny little veteran gnome scout who was drawn to the life of being a master relic hunter. He was on the cusp of major discoveries when the world changed drastically, and now he finds himself in the company of the crew that were at the center of the events that caused that cataclysm.
Chris playing Viet, who is your standard run-of-the-mill, badly charred, raging, 8-foot-tall dwarven ranger barbarian with a blue arm, wild-eyed and vibrating with drug-induced energy, and surrounded by a host of ghostly figures, including a dwarven shield maiden, a minotaur, a dual sword-wielding human with no pants. He's been screaming something about god fingers and not killing his friends for a couple of rounds now.
And Catherine playing Juniper Swift, a definitely, absolutely human cleric, who is absolutely stunned by the fact that she didn't know Holliver's last name was Jagervisk.
great last name.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, no, the second he said it, I was like, I love that name. So, before we dive into tonight's episode, dear Killian, do you have any announcements?
I do. Well, I have a few. As always, we have merch. So if you want to pick up some cool things with our characters' faces on them, water bottles, sweatshirts, anything you can think of, it's there. Go ahead and check it out down below with those little linky poos. Also, we've got some inspiration this week for all of us, right? 2 for everybody, because we're all so great and good at our jobs that we kept wanting to give each other inspiration. So every single person, including Dan,
I get one. I only was nominated for one, but
okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. So all the players get 2. Scott gets 1. And if you want to send your favorite player a little bit of love, if you're catching up on episodes and want to give, I don't know, a certain Circle of Spores Druid multiple at one time, I'm not going to say no. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like, and give DM Scott some inspiration to get back at us later. We'd love to hear from you. You can connect with us in the social media links down below. Lay on me some of that inspiration, but only if I deserve it. And everyone else too, I guess, but mostly me.
Mostly me.
Back to you, Scott.
Thank you for in no way a selfish plug for inspiration.
Me? Selfish?
No, never. No.
I sound like my mother.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Let's not sully that name of that amazing woman.
No, I love her. It's fine.
All right. So, last time on Down with Dragons, a kind of half dragon man showed up out of shadow and wanted to talk. Some people chose violence. Some people chose to be tricksy. He seemed to be having none of it. Holliver died almost again, twice.
3 times.
Oh, 3 times. Sorry.
The yo-yo life.
Yeah. Hey, YOLO. Yeah.
The YOLO yo-yo.
But yeah, and through all of the chaos of the group attacking and trying to deal with Zazozan, and trying to buy time, trying to start a Rube Goldberg of plans and processes, and not everything worked amazingly. Juniper cast a spell that she didn't know she could do and banished Maven to another plane, the afterlife, which she very quickly realized it was not her scene for the type of mosh pit that she would enjoy. and turned into a scaregulk and ran, eventually picking up a familiar scent after trying to get her patron Sentry to assist in bringing her back, which apparently graciously he must have. And it all ended with Zazozan trying to get the group to listen to him, to make a deal, to hire them, as it were, for a job, and confronted Maven, wanting his orb and holding out a compact mirror of Queen Sorva's and saying, "Do you want to kill a dragon?" Which immediately got some interest. That's about the smile. Yeah, that's the one. We are gonna pick up a few moments after that, because in that time there's still a lot of confusion, a lot of hostility, blood's running up, and we've at least not necessarily come to terms of any kind, but at least taken a time out. Yes.
I don't think we can do what you want. I don't know that yet would be taking a time out.
Throw me what you got. We haven't discussed this, so just
he thinks Zazuzan is attacking Maven now. So he's in a drugged out rage. Like,
oh yeah, no, you did say that. You did say that, and you're right. So let's back that train up.
We can do it right.
About 10 minutes. No. You're absolutely fine.
I got 5 minutes on this suicidal death cocaine you gave me.
I get that. We're gonna back that train up just a little bit then. So I'm 100% all about this. I like this. Right after the sentence, "Do you want to kill a dragon?" I am maintaining the initiative then for a conversation, as it were, and just as we were doing last episode. So Zazozan had top of the initiative, came up to Maven, held out the mirror, held out his hand. "Do you want to kill a dragon?" He is holding his action to basically make the trade, if you're interested enough to listen. However, it's been a busy like 25 seconds.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's been a real up and down ride for Oliver.
Yeah. So where are you at? What's up?
He's on the ground.
Yeah.
No, he was up the last.
I think he did stand up. You're right.
Yeah, and I don't know what would have happened to convince Oliver that this guy is all of a sudden not worth
continuing violence.
Not continuing violence.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know.
No, it's up to you. I am you all do you.
Mm-hmm.
I still have all of the tracking from last time, so come what may.
Yeah. Does Oliver see any of those Dragon's Veins weapons?
I believe they're all on people.
Right.
So with not even using a bonus action to do perception, like you saw people arm themselves.
That would be
with,
this pairs up with Oliver's question here. What did Zazozan do with the blade that he caught? The finger chopper, which would have been my next question as well. Is he still carrying it?
Nope.
Or did he drop it?
He dropped it at his feet and then walked to Maven.
So that answers Oliver's questions. That there's one right next to you.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Bloodied with his blood.
Right. So Oliver's instinct right now is he wants to.
I think June's got one on her, a short sword.
Yes, but she never took it out.
Never took it out, but you've got it on her.
Mhm.
And then Maven had the dagger. They swapped.
Yeah,
They
I think
could possibly draw it off
I
of June,
know
too.
I know where Oliver left off is he wanted to grapple Zazozan with his whip,
Yeah.
and then try to stab.
Very fair. So roll that attack. So
All right.
it'll be first the attack
Mhm.
to hit with the whip.
And Zezozan has
Okay.
moved off, what, 5 feet, 10 feet over by Maven?
He's about 10, 15 feet max. So all you'd have to do is step forward at most.
First one, I want to be a grapple, but for flavor, I'm using the whip. Can I do that? Or
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whip.
okay.
And you're an expert with your whip, sir.
Hmm. Ooh, it looked like I was going to be, but then that 20 rolled into an 8, and that's a 13.
So as you step forward and just whoosh, the shadow, like the wings that are around his form, all of a sudden just flare up for just a second, just to push that whip and flick it away.
Hmm. Dang.
Do you have a second attack?
I do. I have a second attack.
Would you like to retry that?
Yeah. Same
Absolutely.
deal.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
It's an 8. Yeah, I'm a
Um,
little off my footing because I just popped up 3 different times here.
Yeah, it's been a day. I mean, or not even a day. It's been,
I'm a little off, but
it's been a minute. You whip crack the first time, the wings flare up, and as you go around to go again, all of a sudden some shadow just grabs around your wrist for just a moment and just stops you from doing it a second time. And just
All right.
over his shoulder, you just see the slightest glance.
Yeah, that's probably the outcome, the only outcome that could have happened after all that stuff. Here's the last question. Would I have been able to grab the blade that was on the ground?
It's right next to you. I'll say if you use half your movement, you can just pick it up.
All right. I do that.
Okie dokie.
It's all on you, Viet.
All right, it is Viet's turn next.
You took my finger chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Viet is going to be yelling, "You cannot kill Maven either!" And he's going to rush over and try to ring him like a gong. Recklessly. That would be a 21 on the first attack.
That will hit.
That is, with Colossal Strike, is 18 points of damage. Second attack. Not so good this time. That would be a 16 to hit.
That will miss.
That is my
And
action.
this is with the dynamic.
Dynamic War Rod, yes.
Okay, making sure.
Yep.
So yeah, you come the few steps forward, whoom, in the back of the head, and Maven, as he's just glanced and looks back at you, all of a sudden you see Viet's 8-foot tall form come up behind him and just wham in the back of the head, and you see his head just go to the side and then slowly, irritatedly look back to you. And I am fuzzy as crap.
Saw the shadows
come
wrapped around his head then.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him so hard his head
Protecting him
went
from the
blurry.
second one.
Focus.
Grab the magic mug.
I don't have it in front of me. I'll grab my
It's
magic
too late. You're
dice
fine. You're fine.
There we go. My daughter's got
Aw.
me this. Yeah.
Oh,
Aww.
Best dad ever, my hero, all that. They were young
Aw.
once and loved me.
Oh.
They're now teenagers and preteens, so they're less obvious about it.
Yeah. Fair. Fair.
Yep.
Okay, so
It is, yeah, Maven's turn.
What?
it's your turn.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Unless there's anything you want to do with your bonus action or like any follow up yet.
No.
Okay, making sure. Just making sure.
I don't know. I don't know how to call Viet off, so I think I'm just gonna say, because you're raging, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
he took the
And wild-eyed and like just
Yeah.
vibrating.
I'm gonna just look at Zazazan, and I'm still holding the thing.
Yep.
He snorted some experimental bug carcass, and don't take it too personally.
hold
Just
on.
don't kill him. Please.
Bonus action.
Carcass.
I want a bonus action. Can I roll perception check to see if I heard, do you want to kill a dragon?
Sure. You're raging, drug induced,
Yes.
disadvantage.
Oh, come on.
You said it yourself, man.
I was in that one.
Oh,
You do have
I wanted you to
inspiration?
hear it, but at the same time, you said all of the things.
So Viet is like hyper aware just in general, right?
Okay,
Because of
take
his
the first roll.
trauma.
What was the first roll?
First roll was a 16 plus an 8 was a 24.
Absolutely, you heard that.
Okay.
He said it. It wasn't a whisper.
So
it was.
you cannot kill Maven, Slim Slim. I am trying to kill him. I'm trying to kill a dragon.
I want to take away that flat roll now. He rolled a nat 20 for that sentence, Maven. And he just kind of leech.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he knows Leech.
Yep. And he just kind of, you just see a little bit of just like,
It'll wear off soon, but maybe you should stand behind me. I never thought I'd say that to you. But that might be a good idea.
fair. You just see a look of just like, okay, just he gets it. Leech. Yep.
Yep.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
You have, I want to say, like, I would like to kill a dragon, but we need to set some ground rules, and we need to figure out how we can trust each other. I can't have another. That can't happen again.
Agreed. Unfortunately, we need to have the atmosphere of conversation. Anything else for your turn?
I will. I still have the stone in my hand.
Yes, you do. And he still has the mirror in his.
Okay. I don't want to bring this guy back to the Blackstaffs. I don't think that's going to go well.
Well, right now, that's not the first thing on your list.
I know. I'm just thinking we need to go somewhere and talk, and I need to calm Viet down, or at least like quell what's going on here. I'm trying to see if I have any spells or anything I can do. Wait. Okay. This might be a bad idea,
Bad idea.
but I'm gonna do it. I want to cast blindness on Viet.
I'm for it. There's a save.
The save is con 13. Oh, plus my spellcasting modifier, which is
You should have a spell
cute.
DC on your sheet.
15.
There you go.
I'm going to burn an inspiration point.
You want to blind him? I would too.
I would too.
That was worse.
Boo.
Blind me, Maven.
Con save was only a 7, so
Cool. You're
now
blind.
you have a insane.
And it's his fault somehow, even though he didn't cast it.
Now you have an insane, drugged out,
Blind.
blind,
Drugged
raging
out.
dwarf.
I'm not sorry. Yeah, at the end of your turn, of each turn, you can make a con save. On a success, you'll get your vision back. So it only lasts for a minute, so you'll be okay.
Just one quick thing.
Hmm?
That's a verbal spell.
Mhm.
How
Yes.
do you cast it? Because seeing as like he's hyper aware, everyone's listening, everyone's paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah, I think
How
I
do you
just throw
cast
my. I just go, Viet, I need you to calm down. Relax. And then I
And-
blind him.
So you hear that, and then suddenly blind. Juniper,
Yeah.
how we doing?
Great. How loud has the conversation between Maven?
We're all
and
fairly
Zazuzan
close
been?
to each other, and they are talking like Zazuzan is not hiding this conversation. It is like this, just
Okay. So
Yeah.
that she would have heard the whole
Vietz
thing.
is
really.
about up
Absolutely.
here. Just so-
Yeah.
Not like 8
Second
feet.
question.
but volume level.
Am I still able to speak common? That's still a thing.
I don't know. Can you?
Well, it's only been like I was at the end of the last time. Okay, it doesn't matter.
More than likely, yes.
I don't know if it matters.
Depends on what you want to say.
She's going to rush up to Viet
Lesser restoration.
and
lesser
say that actually, yes, that's exactly what I was going to do.
Oh,
No, it is, I literally have been sitting on that like the entire round. She's gonna rush up to Viet, speaking so that he can hear her approaching, because she knows what he's like when he's in a rage, and just say, "Viet, now's not the time. We actually do need you to calm down," and touch his arm and cast Lesser Restoration with her last second level spell.
So as you cast Lesser Restoration and touch his hand or his arm, you do feel immediately that connection as that pulse of energy, that light travels down your hand into him. He has only and you can feel there are other more complex things in him.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do with the spell is get rid of blindness.
Okay. Then I will do so. I don't know if I can choose to do that. Like,
You can. The spell lets
Okay.
you choose blindness, deafness, paralyzed, or poisoned because
I
of
was
this
thinking
level of the spell.
poisoned. I didn't know if that would work for the
He is not
chemicals
poisoned.
coursing through his veins that
He
shouldn't
is
be
not
there.
poisoned.
Cool. Yeah. All right, then I will take the blindness. I guess I would that. I guess. Do I
Would
know
it calm
what it
him
is?
down? No.
Like so the way that you're describing it is like I can feel basically a bad energy.
No, complex things.
Okay.
Multiple.
I
It's
don't.
not just one thing. They're like weird, think of them as Rubik's cubes that are floating around in an aura, and you have the solution to that one.
Okay. Well, then yeah, that would be the only.
You know,
that's
you're sitting in the
only thing that
hospital
she
in the
can do.
bed, and the doctors are just talking right over you, and
Kind of, yeah. If,
And then one
I was
person
just-
says one term you're familiar with. You're like, oh no, I know that one.
yeah, if that's the only thing that she could grab onto as like something that was wrong,
Yep.
then that's what she would pull away. Then
Okay.
It's just spell slot.
So yeah, hey, for both of you.
Maven's chances
So-
of getting smacked really hard have gone down slightly.
So yeah, so all of a
all of our
sudden,
chances. of
Viet,
being
you're blind.
It's a bad blink.
Yeah, immediately just it almost starts to double down on the paranoia, and then suddenly you feel Juniper's hand on you, like calm down, and your vision comes back. Top of the round.
Dodge whatever it is.
Zazosan. He is going to just turn around as your vision comes back to you. Viet. And because I had to look that up, I don't have that up.
I don't know if I could say that I've sort of placed myself in between Viet and Zazosan.
There's not a lot of room there.
There's not a lot of room there.
Okay.
You can be adjacent to both.
Okay. Like I'm just trying to
it would take an action to interpose.
Okay, then maybe just like a hand on his chest to kind of be like,
yeah, you're reaching from the side to be like, hey,
yeah,
skin flaking off.
Why is your skin flaking off? Oh, because you're burnt.
You ever grab someone with sunburn really bad?
Nope.
This is a little worse than a sunburn, I think.
He turns around and just looks at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Again?
And before you do, I'm burning inspiration. So with disadvantage.
I'm going to counter with one of my inspirations to make it flat.
You can.
Yep. A wisdom saving throw?
Yes, sir.
That would be a 10. No, excuse me. 8.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 9. That's what that number means. So that's 11. 11.
Go on. Just keep going. Do I hear a 10?
I can read dice.
So suddenly, as he just turns around, looks at you, and just goes, shh. You just freeze up and lock up in place. You are totally coherent, but you cannot move.
He's not gonna like this.
Dear dwarf, you need to, as your friend said, settle down. And turns his back on you. That is all he's doing. Oliver.
Yeah. Yeah, Oliver's still a little peeved.
Fair.
Yeah, Leech's stuff. I'm on that too. You should really learn how to ask nicely. I'm just admonishing him, and then trying to stab him in the knees.
Okay.
The visual inside my head is just choice.
Yeah, no, it's a good visual. All right, roll that attack.
Yeah. Is that weapon I picked up a dagger or short sword or what?
It's a dagger.
That is a 20 for the first attempt.
That will hit. So that does.
It's a long sword. If it's mine, it's a long sword.
Oh, was it? Yeah, that's the one you used, right? It's a long sword.
Hmm.
So you have to use it with two hands.
Hmm. That would be the same roll though.
Okay, yeah.
I am proficient, so
Perfect. So yeah, and so it's a +3 also to the attack.
okay. Yeah, so that's 5 for that attack.
Plus 3d6 extra damage.
Ooh. That extra damage is 10.
Okay.
And I think I am mad, so I would have applied Colossus Slayer as well.
Okay.
And that's an additional 7. And would that count as a sneak attack?
He is not in, like, no one is threatening him. Juniper is helping. Viet is frozen. and Maven is actually talking to him. So
He
no one else
didn't
is-
notice
and
the
it's-
agitated gnome right in front of him.
he heard it, but like thought of him as a threat or
And it's not a finesse weapon.
that as well.
Uh,
Thank you, Chris. I actually forgot that.
yeah. Okay. So that takes care of that. Gotcha.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
No.
Yeah, I appreciate it on both sides of who it helps. So always thank you for reminding me of rules that sometimes I, with everything I'm tracking, forget. Viet, at the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw.
I've lost my rage. I'm still doped up really bad. Oh,
I do have a
another-
second attack, don't
It's
I?
another 11.
So 11. Okay. Yes. You just got to say you want to use it. I
Oh,
forgot you
okay.
had a second one.
Okay.
Attack
again.
again, sir.
Hit
I'm
him
attacking
again.
again.
By all means. Attack at will.
I am burning inspiration to attack again.
Oh, not a good roll, first one.
Yeah. 13.
13. Yeah, he the shadow buffets your blade away after that first one sunk in a little bit, and yeah, immediately just slaps it away as you go to strike again. And this time you see less of like an annoyance look and more of actually just a quick glance of like, bitch, you know.
Well, that probably causes me to shoot wild with my bonus action crossbow then, because I would have missed with that too.
All right. Fair. All right. All right. So Viet got an 11 on a saving throw, so you are still paralyzed in place. Maven.
There's a lot happening right now.
A lot. Not to you.
Yeah, no, just like around me. Guys, can we just all calm down, please? Can we just take a second? Oliver,
I don't understand that statement.
it's like a hurting
As
cat.
he's toasting the hell out of the three of us, and you come waltzing in from your vacation, like, I don't know what's going on. Everybody just calm down.
Oh, wow,
What happened
guys. Wow. You
A little
know,
violent here.
Why are you guys so violent?
Oh my god, I was in hell. Oh my god.
Helheim.
You were in hell.
This feels like hell. This
Only
is
once?
real hell.
Oliver's like only once. Yeah.
He
Only
literally
once in the
yo-yoed
last several
back and
minutes.
Oh my god. Listen, I'm doing my damnedest right now. I want everyone to relax and I want everyone to calm down. And I kind of just look at Zaz and I'm like, can we what do I do here? What
Maybe
There's
he
an
can
8-foot
wrap
tall
you up
dwarf.
and,
You
and
froze
disappear
him.
the two of you.
I don't want to go anywhere with this Joker.
Kid, are you offering?
No, don't hurt them, please. Jesus Christ.
Chris is the one who
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, good Lord. I will give this to you. We can trade. There have to be some terms of service, especially if you're hiring me
agreed.
and my crew. They're my
Agreed.
crew.
That was the whole pretense I was actually coming here to discuss as he looks back around briefly at everyone.
Okay, you did threaten to kill my entire family.
After
So
all of you have been less than willing to have a civilized conversation. How about this? Seeing as your turn bleeds into his,
yeah.
I'll give you a little time to come to terms with the fact that we need to talk.
Fine. Where can I find you?
Oh, I'll find you.
No, I don't like that.
You don't have much of a choice.
Ugh. Okay.
I'll be
well,
around. Settle your friends.
I'll try my best.
His
I'm
turn.
gonna
He's
keep
going to
this.
use his action. He's not taking it from you.
I know.
He's going to take his action. He's going to mumble a few things, and he's going to make a gesture as the shadow whips around him and disappear.
Okay.
Immediately, Viet, you come back to yourself, and through the shadow.
Okay,
Yeah,
do I have to? Do
No,
I have to?
he's not attacking at you. You know,
Well, I rolled an 8 for a dexterity saving throws.
you might get an elbow. You might just take an elbow. Just,
Amanita feels a whiff.
yeah.
Come
just
and get
cuts
me.
the top hair, like a hair that's standing.
Oh my God.
With a hammer. That takes skill to cut a hair with a hammer.
That's how hard you are swinging that flat plane.
It's just
you know?
vibrating, just a.
Well, I had a few choice words for him, but I guess he didn't want to stick around to hear them.
Hey, you calm down your face.
Viet's lost his.
guys.
Viet's lost his mind. He is checky, looking everywhere, stalking around, swinging at shadows, corners.
Maven
He's
sits
not-
down in the middle of the floor.
He's not going to be okay for.
Nope.
I don't even know how long. Honestly. Where did I send you?
Hell.
Helheim.
Shut up.
That's all right.
Cool. How was that? I'm
Well,
sorry.
I have a lot to tell you, and it's okay. I saw Callan there.
Saw the
You
fool.
saw him there?
I smelled him, and then you poofed me, and I was back, and I was being chased by a horde of lost souls, and I turned into a skirgelk, and I ran, and then they smelled him. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what to do with that information.
I don't either. It's something that makes me feel very uncomfortable with the amount of time we've spent traveling with the Callan that left us.
What do you mean?
If Callan's in hell, or wherever that is, who have we been traveling with?
I didn't think I'd ever have to ask this question. Did he smell differently?
He smelled, yes. And I thought maybe that was because of Queen Sorba's influence, but the smell I smelled was Callan. Real Callan. The Callan that I knew that got vaporized.
That's interesting.
So while this is happening, Viet, how's it going?
Let me know when 5 minutes are up.
Oh,
Fair.
yes.
Fair.
We're gonna make a deal with him, June.
I think we have to.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill Queen Sorba. We're gonna.
Let me roll. Did he hear that? Yeah, he heard that. He's stock over in your face, Maven. He was threatening to kill Juniper. He killed Oliver lots of times. He's gonna kill
Lots
you.
of times.
We are not working with him.
Talk to me in 5 minutes. And she gets the mom finger out.
Pushes your hand away. This
Yeah,
is like it's a little scary because he's never been
It's like 8
physical
feet
with
tall.
everybody like this. He
Yes.
pushes your hand away.
My halo of spores does do necrotic damage to you.
Do it.
And it's not like a thing like I want to do
Yep,
to you.
do
It's passive. Just whenever somebody touches me after I activate it. Let me find it. I don't remember how much.
Is it charged with
Halo spores?
electricity still too?
D6.
Oh, it is.
Is it still
Yes.
charged up with electricity? Okay.
It is 5 damage.
Total? Including the electricity?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, wait, with electricity. Sorry.
Yep,
that
electricity is a separate roll.
That's 10 total. Sorry.
Doesn't even seem to phase him at this point. He's like
Cool.
burnt black flaking skin. All
Yeah, you see the damage to his physical body, but none of the effects seems to bother him.
We are not working with him. He's gonna stalk off again, like almost a tantrum, just throwing stuff,
Yeah.
kicking stuff, checking the shadows.
June?
I tried.
I know. What? His
I'm
skin
kinda-
was peeling off.
Yeah.
He is
Zabusan kind
not
of hit us with fire.
Trustworthy.
Yet, arguing amongst ourselves is not going to get us anywhere. I really need
She's
you
trying
to
to
go
get us
into a
killed.
corner. I need you to cool off.
He killed Callan, you said.
I know. I
And
know.
like dragons. He's a dragon. We hate those guys. I hate those guys.
He's the one I have to check people's eyes.
I know. I know. I know. I hear you. I hear you.
You just want to kill Sorva.
You're right.
Don't you?
And work for him? We kill them both. Take their fingers.
We can't. Yet we tried.
If
we
you
tried.
hadn't sent him
You
away, I
tried,
would
didn't
kill
you?
him.
I didn't send him away.
I know that it's Maven's going to take some time here and explain to June and to Viet and to Holliver everything that has happened. We're going to just do a season 1 recap for June, Viet, and Holliver. And I'm going to go over what happened, why I hate Sorva so much, and why I feel that we can trust him more. Because while that ritual was for him to get his power back, Sorva did interrupt it, I believe is what happened. I need to go back and check.
Roll me a history check. Just roll me a history check.
What happened? 19.
19. That's good
Maven
enough.
remembers.
She facilitated you with what you needed to help stop the ritual,
Yes. So it's her fault.
but also facilitated what he needed to complete the ritual. She gave you the opportunity to screw things up, but also fulfilled her agreement with her brother.
Yeah.
Because
So
she did owe him.
yeah, Maven definitely views all of this as Sorva's fault, even though it's really not.
I'm just giving you the information. You,
No,
you
for sure,
gathered
for sure.
that, and some of that was flat out said, like, I owe him. Here it is. But she
Mhm.
also obviously had a plan besides,
Mhm.
and was hedging her bets, which is you interrupting because her components were used, created some of the world, and as you saw on the island, that environment to expand.
Mhm. I think killing her would be the first step to maybe figuring out a way out of this mess, or at least
Why not? If he's scared of her, why not ask her to help us kill him? I don't care. We'll take all their fingers. But why would we do what he wants?
Really like this Viet.
Yet, right? Right? You give the kid steroids to get over the bacterial infection, and he is.
you're making good points.
You just want to get back at Sorva. She hurt you, and you want to get back at her, and you think this is a better idea?
Yes.
It is not.
Do you have a better one?
Kill them all.
A realistic one.
Kill them all.
Fiat, I think
Give me
we
the finger
can.
chopper and bring him back, and I will kill him.
He
You
wants
will
this
not.
orb because
We're
Look
about
at me,
3
right?
minutes
I
left
can
of this effect.
kill
Yeah,
him.
Three.
And I can
Yeah,
never die.
I
Fiat,
can't
think we
believe I'm
can.
I'm on the same train of thought with drugged out maniac here, but yeah, this is his orb, right? He wants it because it can make him weak, right?
But we don't know how to use it.
Oh, you put
Figure
it in
it
his
out.
hands
Take
and
the time now.
we just stab him with our new stabbers.
Open it up. Oliver, you know these things.
Oliver,
Open
you
it up.
died 3 times.
I'll die 3 more if it takes
Yes.
these
I can't bring you
Yes.
back again.
jerks out of the picture.
Oliver, give that to Oliver. He will open it up. He is not scared.
I'm a little scared, but I'll open it.
I'm not scared. I don't know how to use it. It's a rock.
You haven't even looked at it. Quincy would have had that opened already.
Well, for
Yeah,
the
and
time
look where
being,
that
at
got
least
you.
you could at
This
least
didn't
let me
hurt
look
that
at it
much.
for the time being, since we seem to have a little time.
I will help Oliver. Do you want me to break
I-
it open?
I'm not letting you guys. No,
all
no.
about all of this, by the way.
I need. Okay.
You what?
I'm all about all of this.
You guys, I
There's-
think Maven's right. I think we need to use him to get to the other dragons. I think
And
that is
make
our
him
only
stronger?
option. Because if this encounter taught us anything, it's that we are not ready to take on any of them.
I can kill him.
No,
He
you
wants-
can't.
He wants to get all of the other dragons out of the way.
And become
is
And we can
Stronger.
trust him that
Opportunity.
far. We can only trust him
If we
that
can't
far.
kill him, how can we kill other ones? This doesn't make sense.
He knows all of their weaknesses. He is
weak.
one of them.
He is weak. His leg is bad and he is weak. He wants us to go do things because he's not strong enough to do it himself.
Go sit in a corner until you cool off.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
So, even if we do follow him, now we have no assurance in the end that once he gets rid of his siblings, he won't just destroy the whole world as we know it. Anyways,
You're right. We have
we-
to negotiate.
what's our stopgap? What do we do?
I need to understand his terms. We need to talk. We need to actually talk. I admit I thought he was going to kill me immediately just to get the stone, but I don't. I have worked for him
You're
before and he has
scared.
never lied to me ever. He
By
might
the
have
way, I want to
withheld
interrupt
information.
Viet flat out for next, like inspiration for Viet for next.
Absolutely.
Just from me, flat out. That's happening. This is amazing. This is all the things that I would love to sprinkle in for complications that a player's doing for me.
You're a different person when you're on those.
How can you
We
trust
get
his
back, Leech has
veracity?
another one. Like, no.
Oh,
You want another hit?
oh no.
We can't trust him, Oliver.
Yeah.
We
Did he
trust
tell
that we
you he
can't
was
trust
planning
him.
to light the skies up in fury and kill many, and then the dead would come for you? Did he tell you that? That didn't seem to be very honest.
Never asked.
To be fair, I didn't ask. That's a joke. Sorry, I use humor as a coping mechanism.
Listen, I can see using a deal with him as a gambit temporarily, but we do need to know what's our stopgap measure. If we get down the road, all the other dragons are dead, and it's just this madman left.
Wait,
We can't let him have everything he wants.
I have an idea. Okay. So
Oliver,
Do you remember
look
when
at
we
the
were in-
thing. Look at the stone, Oliver. Stalking around them. Yelling stuff out at random.
Oliver, do you remember that box?
What box?
The one we found that you found when we were back at base. Do you remember that box?
Maybe.
we were trying to get it open, and then we moved on and did something else. Anyway, I got it open, and you see this cool belt on my waist?
Yeah.
It's a very cool belt. Okay. I'm trying to be as forthcoming as possible without saying things that might hurt you. Not in an emotional way. So I might have met a deity that lives in this belt. Kind of. Not really. Is tied to it.
June's gonna feel your forehead.
No. No,
She says, I am mad.
no.
No, Viet. This kind of stuff happens all the time.
Open the rock. Open the stone, Oliver. Take it from her. Do you want me to take it from her, Oliver?
You can try.
Viet, let's listen. Let's hear her out.
You'll stalk back towards the group.
There are these beings that had a stake in our world, like the one who is tied to this belt. Callan used to work for another patron, and we saw how that.
His girlfriend, yes. Who you want to kill.
No, not her.
Is that
not
what
her.
it is, Maven Corpseflower Amanita, the Deadwood?
No, it's another being entirely. No dragons. They're not gods, but they're beings.
I think I know what you speak of. Does this being have a name?
It does. But I can't tell you the name.
You can't tell me.
Well, I can.
Oh, you could tell him.
I'm so sick of.
Can Oliver intuit it?
So close. Come on.
Can Oliver fill in the gaps by looking at the
Come
belt
what
or anything?
may. They're all
Oliver,
adults. They can make their own choices.
I can tell you who it is, but I need you to know that knowing their names puts you in danger. And I can't do that in good conscience.
You can. You're willing to do it to people you don't know.
I know him.
Give me
She's
the
saying this
rock,
out loud.
Maven Corpseflower.
Is this danger like making a deal with the worst dragon, or like danger like holding live hand grenade?
Live hand grenade.
Yeah, that could go either way.
That's totally more doable. You can always put the pin back in, right? Once you pull it, it goes back.
It's an elemental being, and so I can do more things now, and he's
Raven,
one of
You know that scene in Beetlejuice where he's rolling up his sleeves because they're about to say his name 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
You get that feeling.
Uh-huh. And I think beings like him, not just him, all of them, if we can, maybe this is the thought, bring back their ties to this world, they might have a stake in getting it back from the dragons.
That's what I've been saying about the maiden.
That does make sense.
Same thing.
In defeating all of those dragons, having that upper edge, or trying to, with the power of these beings behind us, we can
rock to kill him.
But that doesn't get rid of 7 other dragons.
We will kill them too. We will
And
kill
at that
him and take Sorva's rock.
At that moment, you have 4 levels of exhaustion yet. Disadvantage on all ability checks, speed halved, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and your hit point maximum is halved.
I am at negative 45 hit points. How many rolls do I make? Is it 4 or 5? Rounding up or down? It's 1 for every 10. Immediately roll 1 for each 10.
Does he like
4 or
pass
5?
out?
He immediately, his eyes kind of roll up, his skin turns white, and he looks like he should have been dead, except for the burns and all that stuff.
Okay.
And round down.
All right, let me roll 4.
would I recognize that enough to
Not until the second it happens, and these rolls happen before that
Okay.
moment happens. Like the drug
Okay.
is stopped.
Okay. Because I have a bonus action, spare the dying. So I was just curious if I could throw that, or if that would have been something to have thought of.
Maybe in the next second after you see
Okay.
him go down.
Okay.
So Viet staggers to his knees suddenly. I'm not feeling so well. He's staring at something, clearly not here in this physical world. Even through the cracked, blackened face, you see a look of deep hurt and betrayal. His voice is just a whisper, sad and broken. Quincy. And a tear rolls down from his eye, and his body sags. And his eyes are dull. And he is now staring at nothing.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 6, a 5, an 8, and an 11.
Okay.
Can I use some of my healing? Or is that not?
Is
Do you want to try? Like, he
Yeah,
just
yeah,
drops.
I
Is he-
want to
is he-
try.
Everyone clearly sees everything you just
Mhm.
saw.
Yeah, I want to.
And
I'm
then he
coming.
drops still. Like this 8-foot form dwarf
okay.
just goes slack, calm, and then without any kind of check or perception, eerily still, and then falls to the side from his knees.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna use
Juniper
my
rushes over there.
my 3rd level spell, Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And I'm sucking
Roll.
out my life force to give it to him. Trying to.
Roll those dice.
I think we all immediately see this as an emergency and stop
Yeah.
yammering and
Bickering
rush
has
over.
stopped.
Yep. That is 25.
Okay. How much damage do you take?
I take
Because you
What is it,
take you
25
roll the
plus-
damage and it's double. So you take, if you roll 25, you take that in damage, and it's that in healing to them.
I take 25 damage and they get 50 healing, right? Is that how it goes?
Yep.
Yeah, I took
How it should
25
be.
damage.
Okay, hold on. We'll deal with this later. I think your hit points are askew right now.
I know. I need to take my 10 hit points off.
Okay, because there's a lot of them. I'm like, that's too many. I think
got
you
it.
still have one of your forms on.
I fixed it. I'm at
Oh,
27.
that is far more realistic.
Mhm.
I still had my Skirgulk hit points in case I got eaten by zombies.
Okay. I was like, I know it's green, so I know that's a form, but so you all of a sudden feel that necrotic energy flow through you and pulling your own energy through you and into Viet. And as it gets to your hands and hits his body, you feel it just drain away. It doesn't enter him. Or like a lightning rod, it immediately goes to the ground. Juniper, you were acting at the same time. What are you doing?
She had immediately cast Spare the Dying as a bonus action, which is
Stabilizes.
it's just you touch a living creature, it has 0 hit points and it becomes stable. But it would be sort of the same thing.
Yep. As you do that and you go quickly and that light goes through your body, emanating from your chest down into your hands, and you can see your hands glowing, and it's not passing into him.
In that case, Or we're not like in an initiative at all, right?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
I'm keeping track of at least the seconds that are passing.
Okay. I would like to use a channel divinity to regain an expended spell slot of up to level 2.
Okay.
And with that, I would like to cast with that gained back level 2 spell slot, I would like to cast that gentle repose.
Oh. Okay.
Which is a thing I learned watching Sir Blackstaff.
Yeah. Okay. This is a ritual spell, so if you take the time, you can do that.
Oh, she absolutely would.
But
Yeah.
unless you want to pause these seconds, then you have to cast it as an action.
Sorry,
Does that
say that
make
one more
sense?
time because I was talking over you. I'm sorry.
For like Revivify, it only lasts for so long.
Right.
So if you want to take the time, you can preserve his body.
Yeah.
But if you want to stop that clock, you have to cast it as an action. I'm just giving you the option that you can cast it as a ritual and it'll preserve the body, but it won't stop the clock until after 10 minutes.
Can I assist in any way?
Okay.
Does that, do you get what I'm saying?
No. Because I'm reading
Okay.
the spell and it just says an action and then it's 10 days.
Yep.
So yeah.
Basically, Revivify works as long as it's within 1 minute.
I'm casting gentle repose, not revivify.
I know that. If you cast, maybe I'm complicating it by giving you options. If you cast it as an action, it happens right now. If you cast it as a ritual, it takes 10 minutes to cast it, but it doesn't take that spell slot.
Oh,
So that's the only thing. Do you want to preserve that spell slot, or do you want to cast it right this second, which stops the clock right now, or do you want to stop the clock in 10 minutes?
now.
Okay. I complicated it by giving you options. I apologize. I was
I
making
apologize
sure
that I wasn't understanding.
I just saw the ritual. I'm like, do you want to cast it as a ritual? You know?
No, it's because I have a thing that lets me gain back that spell slot,
No,
which is
and
what
I
I
get
did
that.
because I
and
didn't
get that.
have
Okay.
any.
So bang, bang. All of a sudden, that energy that you've been holding in your, that wasn't going into him, you just kind of double down and another wave of energy hits into that light that's still in your hands and then spreads out through his entire body and then settles down to where he just has the slightest, almost sparkly vampire look, you know, where the skin is glittery, like he had a night with a stripper.
Great.
Not
That's a great visual.
Still very corpsey,
But fabulous.
but fabulous.
Oliver would have reacted too and tried a second level cure wounds on Viet.
Yep. So same thing as Maven, as you pass that energy on, you feel it hit that and like a lightning rod just drain away.
We need to go.
He's paused.
I can
Uh-huh.
help. Do you need some help? All we got to do is have some people say my name. I can be here a little bit more present.
Oliver.
Maven.
They got to commit to it, though. They got to really want me to be here to help.
Oliver, do you
Can't
want to
just
know
say
his
it.
name?
Why is this the thing we're talking about right
Because
now?
I need to help him, and this is the only way that I can do it. Do you want to know his name?
Your new divine friend. Of course, I want to know his name.
Okay, well, I don't.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not. I come up to Oliver and I cup my hands around his ear and I whisper, Sentry.
Okay. Oliver writes it down in his notebook and thinks about it.
Juniper, close your ears.
Um,
I can't
Just
believe
do
this
it.
is happening right
saw
now.
this talk about deities hiding out and possibly being a gambit in the future. Oliver has a coin with what he thinks is a deity that's been helping him, and wonders why isn't this telling me something?
Yeah. Roll me a religion check as you play with that coin in your hand and now have another name.
25.
Ooh. You're going to kind of be playing with that coin and it's going to just start to feel hot in your hand. Like not hot, uncomfortably hot, but there's going to be a warmth coming from it as you're trying to think your way out of this problem. Where, like, just describe to me and kind of like where's Oliver's mind at as he's thinking through trying to solve this problem?
Right. So everything Maven is saying about this deity that potentially could be of help and other deities that could be of help. Oliver's run across
his name
lots
at all?
of thinking. No.
When
one
you
that
think
Maven
of
told me?
deity, do you think of she's whispered the name in your ear?
Right. No. Oliver is keeping it very academic analysis type thought.
Okay.
I'll
give you that without a roll.
He's very disciplined in that regard so far. But yeah, he is compelled to try saying it. He kind of gets that Maven, there's something about if he actually says it or something. But he's got that prayer book too. That
Roll
looks
me an
like it
intelligence
belongs to-
saving throw for some of this.
Okay.
Because that was a really good religion check. So that helps.
17.
It's not bad. So you are like a mind palace. You have immediately put that in its own room and you have a lock and key on it. You are imagining that fortress. And as you are thinking of that and trying to process this and deities and all of that, all of a sudden, like almost like you called for a shot from the bartender and down the bar comes sliding down that drink. All of a sudden, a book comes sliding down a table in the middle of your mind fortress that comes sliding up to you, stops, turns, opens up, and immediately starts talking in the book about patrons, deities from beyond, demons, the agreement that is taken. They are capable of powerful things, wishes, bringing people back from the dead, ultimate power to mortals. But there is always an agreement being made, and knowing their name is part of that agreement. Inciting their name is you making at least a handshake deal. The next step is signing your name. Taking a taste is the first step on the road to making the deal.
First one's free.
Yep, first one's free, but you know it's not. Like all of that information just all of a sudden comes in front of you like patrons for dummies, you know? And you have not studied like this. This came to you and that book has the symbol of Zeph on it.
Okay.
That is on your coin.
Yeah. Okay.
So there are 100% strings. You get that.
So yeah, if there's an indication it's from Zeph.
Yep, that book that when it slid to you, symbol.
Oliver wouldn't be so guarded about saying Zeph's name now. If he has any inclination that it came from Zeph, even though at this point Oliver doesn't even know.
I'll go with that religion check before.
Mhm.
This is the equivalent of you retreating into your own mind to try to process things and protect yourself the way that you've dealt with academic research and thought. And you kind of retreat to that, as I just said, mind palace, I went very Sherlock Holmesy. And you're sitting at this long table and are like, this is a familiar setting for whenever you're breaking things down. And then that book comes across and it's Zeph's symbol that is on that coin. And before it opens, you definitely get that feeling of like, this is a helping hand to stand up. This is something. And so in this moment of silence, as you are processing all of this, and there is the potential of a name coming to your lips, what do you say?
I would say Zeph's name.
And then you are suddenly, that chair turns into like one of those funhouse chairs and you feel like you're dropping and you land in a hallway. And as you immediately stand up, it's kind of like there's no pain of falling or anything like that. You have that moment of just like being out of body, but you are you looking around very quickly and you see light up ahead and you see light over there and light over there. These are hallways that are active. You choose a pathway. It doesn't matter which one. And as you walk down, all of a sudden you open up into a very large room. The entire, like, imagine the most grand library you could think of, with sculptures of the walls that overhang, like the Sistine Chapel with their paintings and their, but except the bookcases somehow curve and hang over top. And you start to see movement ahead of you as you see a person in robes, multiple people moving this way and this way, all quickly with purpose. As you approach, you see a man with red robes, has a kind of one of those gold kind of like goes over the shoulders. I can't remember what they're called, but like it's like a collar that goes over the shoulders, goes all the way around. I can't remember what they're called. It's like a primitive turtleneck, except it doesn't go up the neck. Collar, whatever. Red robes, gold, and it has the symbol of Zeph on it. And they are all very ebony skinned, bald figures, and they also have the symbol, almost like scars on their foreheads, but in gold, of Zeph. And they all look identical. And they're all carrying books or scrolls or different things. And as they pass you, they just nod and keep moving back and forth in different directions, collecting things, moving things, organizing things, as you make your way through this room, looking around. And you suddenly come to the middle of the room that has steps going down just a little bit to a main set of tables, and kind of almost encircling one person. The same person you've been seeing who's moving around through all of this. And every now and then one of the same person will come up, hand him a scroll. He'll look at it. Yes, take that over into the archaic remedies section. Nope. Prophetic prophecies, send it that way. And just constantly different things. And all of a sudden he looks up. Oliver, I'm happy to see that you've arrived. Oh, I'm being rude. My name is Zeph. I'm happy that you've uncovered a truth.
So it is real.
It's real as long as you believe it to be so.
And everything that surrounds us here, this is real.
If you believe it to be so.
I
Otherwise, it's a dream.
believe I'm seeing the entire knowledge of the cosmos.
Then it must be. You're in a difficult position.
I am.
You have something in you that, sorry to say, you're not going to be able to get rid of because it is, as you said, a truth. There are ties to truth.
But I've always figured that you can never really cause harm with truth. You can only make things more accurate.
I wish that were so. The truth hurts more than any lie, but also heals quicker than any lie as well. I will tell you, though, you have to seek your own truth within whatever you've learned. Your friend is in need.
Yes.
The truth is, and he kind of looks towards the direction of where that door is over your shoulder. Even though you've moved and all that, you get that feeling of right there.
Mhm.
He can help you.
This is another patron.
Oh, they are a patron. They are part of the universe. I am different from them. I am of your creation. Your belief, your seeking of truth, your knowledge. I am all of that.
Well, listen, I've been doing this long enough, and as appealing as it would be to sit here and swim through all of this knowledge forever.
He looks around smiling.
It's too easy to get lost and fixated on things. I need real practical answers.
He doesn't have answers, but he does have prices.
Well, you can shop for answers too, I guess.
I can help you as well, however, but it won't be as immediate of results.
Can you clarify what you mean by that statement?
I can help you. I can give you the direction to help your friend. It will not be now. And I can't guarantee you'll ever achieve it. I can only give you the map. You'd have to find your way on it. And then he kind of looks in that direction. He can give you a prize right now, but there will always be the price that you didn't know is coming.
You've
And
given
you
me
feel
the
that
information
door
I
kind
need.
Yeah, you feel that door kind of.
Thank you. I have learned something. You have given me exactly the knowledge I need, Zeph.
I am always here.
I thank you very much. I hope to see you in the future.
Anytime you read your words and find new secrets, I see you.
It's always beautiful, isn't it?
It is. Always.
All right. Well, no time to waste. Thank you. I'll show myself the door.
Yep. And you just very quickly start coming back to yourself.
Okay.
Anything in that moment you want to do, or?
Okay, Maven, I'm on board. So Sentry it is?
You say that out loud?
Yes.
Juniper, do you have your ears plugged still? All right. All of a sudden, in between you and Maven, Oliver, you see Sentry. Why you gotta be like that? You see a gentleman in fine refinements, kind of that look of almost the Shakespearean time doublet and the white salt and pepper hair and beard, and looks at you and just smiles as you say his name. Oh Lordy, I can't. Oh, it feels good to be a little bit more here than I was a moment ago. You had thoughts, you had doubts, but here I am. I'm gonna be honest though. I'm so happy to be seen by two. How can I help you?
I, Sentry, was hoping that you could give us an immediate way to revive our friend here.
Can you help?
Oh, the big tiny dwarf puppy. Ow. He looks so sickly.
Don't do drugs. Don't. Drugs are bad.
Don't
help
do drugs that have bad effects. Otherwise, do all the drugs. Right. So you want me to go against the mortal coil and fight the dragons and all of that and the afterlife and bring him back from beyond and put him right back here, right?
Were you otherwise occupied?
I'll say both of you. I will notice, Juniper, this is a frozen moment in time. You do not see Oliver and Maven talking. Just an FYI.
She's concentrated on praying anyway, so.
Okay. We'll come back to that. All right. What did you say, Oliver?
I'm sorry, were you otherwise occupied?
Oh, right. The cosmos, creating, destroying, living in. I mean, I'm always a little busy, but you know what? Lately, I've been a little more interested in this channel.
Well,
So you want your friend back?
yes, happy to be on your radar, sir. If you have a way.
I do. Oh, I do. I got so many ways and so many things.
And I understand there is a cost involved.
Correct, sir. Who's
Well-
been spilling the beans to you?
Knowledge has a way of leading you to knowledge.
Oh, you're
It's a good
one of the intricate kind of fancy ones, aren't you?
Well, you might say I'm somewhat a professor of archaeology, expert on the occult, and how does one say it? Obtainer of rare antiquities, but I don't have a solution for this, pointing at Viet.
I mean, that introduction alone makes me just want to wine and dine you something fancy.
I didn't get wined and dined.
You came to me with open arms. Don't you be jealous. All right, Oliver. Here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you. I can do a little something to help you out. My only problem with what you're talking about is that little coin in your pocket. It has kind of a less than honest proposal of commitment. It feels like you have an escape plan. It feels like you have, a mistress on the side if you want to do something with me. Because I can feel it. It's right there. And he kind of points right where you were fingering the coin. And he's like, I can feel it. It's kind of like, an STD. It just doesn't feel great, especially if we're going to do a thing together. Something very intimate.
Well, if only knowledge were an STD.
I don't even know what that
I can
means.
imagine what Chris is doing right now.
It's only information.
It's a bit more than information. It's a commitment, and I am faithful for eternity.
Interesting analysis. So you are dealing with Miss Corpse Flower at present, right?
All right, we're like BFFs. We're like this. And she luckily introduced me to you, which, hey, I'm so excited about.
So extending your metaphor is your commitment to Miss Corpse Flower similar to what your commitment you're proposing with me?
Absolutely. This is 100% a kind of give and take relationship. The fact that you know who I am means I get to take a teensy bit more, which I appreciate, and I will reward you just for knowing. But if you want, and he kind of points towards Viet's form on the ground. Something very physical and tangible in the world. It's going to take a teensy bit more. Or you don't have to make an agreement, and he points at Juniper, who's kind of frozen in time, or you get that one to at least know my name. 2 light versions versus 1 total deal. I'd be willing to make something work with that. And and he kind of walks up right next to Juniper and kind of just sniffs her. Well, this one's got extra connections. This one would be very valuable.
Of course.
You're not here.
You're
you're here, but
Does Oliver even know about Maven's bag?
Not really, no.
So you just need one more person, or does it have to be Juniper Swift?
Someone of at least suitable standing. Now that I see her and I got a little bit of a taste, I kind of like it. So if you could do this or higher, I'd appreciate it greatly.
I will wrap my coin in a small cloth and hand it to Sentry.
All right.
There's your deal. We're done. Yes? Or is there more fine print?
I mean, overall, this really sums it up. Takes it as he holds it in his hand. It kind of just all of a sudden turns into just dust and sparkly. And all right, Oliver. Oh, you and me are going to have adventures. I can't wait. Looks back at Maven. It's not that I don't appreciate it, but there's going to be a little bit of a in between here. So fade to black. And he'll look back at Oliver and he's like, all right, here's the deal. So obviously I am all about you. You're my first priority here. Don't you worry about her. She's got her own first priority, but you're now my first priority. There are dangers. You know my name. We've made an agreement now, in a way. We haven't fully solidified it, but I feel like you've really made some, advancements towards, solidifying this. So here's the deal. I'm your guy. I'm going to give you some extra juice, some extra power. Do you want to be able to understand every language there is? Do you want to uncover all the truths of your world? I'm the guy to help you. I'm the best lab assistant you could ever have. That being said, there might be some crappy people out there who might try to kill you. But as long as you keep me on the down low and only tell at least 2 people about me and get them to sign up, we can continue advancing this relationship. It's kind of like a weird pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
But you only have the opportunity to advance within it. You tell 2 people, they tell 2 people, all this, all that. It all comes back to you being one of the top tier guys. That being said, you want your friend back? I can show you more power. I can show you all the secrets of the world. And I can bring your friend back from the dead. All you got to do is shake my hand, and we'll work out the details later.
Okay, before I shake that hand,
He's just holding it out there, smiling.
you should be assured that I'm not looking backwards to the other patron that I just gave up.
Right. Well, that's kind of a thing. You burned, like you gave it to me and it burned. So I feel like they probably might be a little insulted.
Yeah. And honestly, I've had enough of this knowing everything stuff.
Okay.
Like I said to myself just a bit ago, it's way too easy to get fixated on so much knowledge.
Right.
Okay. I'm at
Who
a
wants
point.
to know everything? You could just experience it as it comes.
Are you going to talk this much during the whole relationship?
Oh, most indefinitely.
Indefinitely. That's a good word. Yeah.
Like literally indefinitely.
Okay.
I have been alone so long, and you seem like the kind of person who's a good listener.
All right. I know enough. I know what I need to know. I'm at a point. It's time for action. So understanding more and everything,
Right,
I don't need that right now anymore.
Oh, okay. We can go a different route.
I need the big guns.
Big guns.
You got big guns. If you're throwing any bonus on for after waking Viet up, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I can give you a little bit more. I can give you a little bit more. And he kind of like backs up. He's like, I might have gone at you the wrong way. I thought you were one of those intellectual types.
Oh, it happens all the time.
All right. I can make you a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more cool and hip, and
Well, I didn't say I wasn't cool.
he kind of looks up and down. He's like,
I interrupted. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all right. Everybody has weird perceptions of ourselves. I'm gonna help you with what the rest of the world sees. We're gonna give you a makeover. It's gonna be great.
Makeover.
But here's the
I'm
thing:
so jealous.
we're gonna have to kind of work into it, seeing as this is a whole moment in time, and But here's the deal: you and me, fine print will be worked out. I'll teach you what I need to teach you. It won't all be pleasant. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little bit elemental in that way, but I guarantee you'll be able to do a whole lot more of whoever you are into whatever you want to do. All you got to do is take my hand.
And you're gonna revive my friend here, Viet.
I absolutely am going to bring your friend back.
Shake Sentry's hand.
Okay. You immediately feel this pulse of energy course into you, and something deep down inside ties into a knot.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh.
All of a sudden, Juniper, you are quietly just praying to yourself, fingers in your ears. What are you praying? What are you talking about?
Look, I looked it up this time, you guys. Pater eum serva in luce ambula cum eo. Just over and over and over and over. That's Father, keep him, walk with him in the light.
Okay. Roll me a religion check. I'm gonna spend one of my inspiration for you, so you have advantage
Okay.
for you, not against you.
Because I was confused. Like,
I know it's not often I do that. It's a good prayer. It's a good moment.
Where's my religion? It's +1, so it is 15.
15. That's not bad.
Mhm.
I got to roll against you though. Yeah, beat me.
What?
Where's a safe place for Juniper? If she could think of a safe place.
It would be near Highport in the woods. There is a little like clearing, kind of near. There's like a waterfall not too far away, but it's kind of like near a water source. And it's very mossy and very comfortable, and the light comes in and filters just so on the right days.
Why is that a safe place?
A lot of good memories happened there.
What memories? Give me at least a topic. Was it teenage seclusion? Is it a happy fishing hole with your like mom, dad? What give me context.
Yeah, sorry. It would be a little bit of, so that would be where she would have gone to sort of, if her mother and her had a fight, it would be where her and Henry and Sylvie would have kind of gone to sequester themselves to talk or to, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So you're there.
Mm.
You're upset. You're stressed out. You are pleading. And you don't even realize it happens from where you were fingers in your ears, just trying to hope beyond hope, to suddenly you're here. And you're looking around and see this clearing, this waterfall, this happy place in your life. And you look down and see your reflection in the water. But it's not your reflection. it's that of a very aged old man with
Super shocking.
with a Mick beard. I mean, let's be honest. If I'm gonna put it into a context, let's go with like which is a Mick beard, like Disney's Zeus in Hercules,
Okay.
like that kind of
I was thinking
Super
King
shocking
Trident.
to look for your reflection and
The
see that.
giant curls.
yeah.
Oh,
And it's like,
glorious.
and it's your reflection as you go like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like, don't do that to me. Oh my god. I don't understand.
Right. How could you?
But was that my reflection talking back to me? Like, is
Yeah,
that my-
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there
It's okay. It's okay. Just take a moment. This is something that we're going to have to work through.
okay? How do I help you?
Oh, no, you wanted my help.
I don't understand.
You were looking for a way to help your friend, a way to keep him protected.
Is there a way?
I mean, not in the way that helps you now, but maybe helps him in the future. You're already doing some of it, keeping him protected with that spell you did. But I can look after him even after. It's part of what we do.
I can't bring him back.
You know you can.
Should I?
I can't tell you that, June. That's your choice. It has nothing to do with me.
I know. Kind of just wanted someone to say it.
The power's there for you, all of you, to decide. Right? Wrong? It's kind of part of your journey, which makes it so amazing.
Oh, this is not going to be easy.
The good things in life never are.
It's very true.
I trust you. Otherwise, I want to double down on you.
What do you mean?
Well, the old blood calls, put it that way.
You've said that before.
I did. We did. All of us did. Promises to keep. And kind of looking around where you're at, and you see the edge of like thunder clouds in the distance. Promises to keep, and So many miles to go before we sleep. You'll get there. I always knew all of you would, especially you.
How is there a way to make your connection stronger?
Time. Time heals all wounds, and wounds all heals.
I don't know if we have time.
You always have more than you think, you mortals. It's never as urgent as you think it is. There's time. Slow down. You're only brief candles. Enjoy the burn. And then the reflection turns back into you. And you are back in front of Oliver and Maven. And we're back in front of the 8-foot body laying on the ground. I want to say, by the way, this is the longest 2 sessions that have only taken like 35 seconds.
Gosh. Okay.
So everyone is back full speed. However,
Yes.
you took his hand, and in your hand, you feel energy.
Good energy?
You feel energy. It's alien to you. Maven, Juniper, all of a sudden you see Oliver with his hand out, like as everything comes back from your moment, you take your fingers out of your ears and look up. Maven, you feel like you were talking to Sentry, and then he did his like fade to black, and you're like all of a sudden coming back, and he's gone, and Sentry has his hand out like he shook someone's hand, and his hand is glowing with a mix of like green light inside of his hand and electricity around it, and almost like just primordial energies in his hand. Juniper, you see this as well without as much maybe context to that.
What is all that?
What do I do with this fun little energy?
Touch Viet, please.
You get
you
yeah,
asking
you
me?
definitely get the feeling of like this should go on that.
Okay. Insert tab A into slot B, that kind of deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. There's almost like the glowing icon on his chest of like a handprint.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Sentry would do that.
that's my
Yep.
waypoint. Okay.
So
Yes,
Oliver reaches down with his hand towards Viet.
definitely.
Can I stop him just short of that?
Make a dexterity saving
I'm a
throw.
little leery.
Make a athletics. This is a grapple. So Oliver, make a athletics check. You can make Juniper a athletics or acrobatics check,
Okay.
because you are, or it should be the other way around. Never mind. You make an athletics. Oliver, you make acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, I
Because
did
you're
athletics.
opposing- yeah. Okay.
16.
I got a 16.
I'm not trying to like stop. I'm just I'm a little gun shy of having someone come up to somebody else that I'm like treating and having
Put it
them
this
put
way.
some magic on them. Like,
Put it this way. You meet each other's hands. Like you get your hand on his forearm, and there's this brief moment where, Oliver, you're not fighting Juniper. Juniper, you're not fighting Oliver. But there's this brief moment of stop, and you're both looking at each other. What are you conveying? What are you saying? Just this brief moment. What is back and forth? You have one sentence. What are you doing? What are you saying? What are you like? What are you doing?
you're not going to kill him, are you?
No, I'm bringing him back.
How?
Nope, you don't get that. Are you letting go or not?
I mean, she wouldn't have.
Would you
And
fight
she's
him
not
or
gonna-
would you let go?
She's not going to fight. Like, she's not
Yeah.
going to fight. He said no, but
No, I'm bringing him back. That's all you get back and forth. This is a
Yeah.
brief second in time. However, you put
Yes.
your hand to Viet.
Yes.
Viet. You take a deep breath in,
Oh,
and in front of you, you see a very elegant man in a doublet with a white beard or salt and pepper hair, beard, hair. Viet, it's time to wake up. Your friends need you. I need you to understand a lot of things are in play here, especially to keep you alive after doing something so silly as taking drugs you don't know who they're from. Though I know you know who they're from, but you don't know what they do. I'm going to take care of all of the addiction and all of those things because I feel like that'd be just a double-handed deal if I brought you back and you still were jonesing for another fix. That being said, I want you to know if you ever need anything, the name's Sentry, and all you have to do is call my name. And then he disappears, and you take a sucking breath in. And Oliver is touching your chest.
Go grab his hand.
Don't take my fingers.
Quincy is dead. And he'll immediately curl up, hands over his face, and all you hear is loud, anguished sobbing.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
June is just going to hug him.
This
She's gonna
is
pull him here. Come here. You 8-foot tall dwarf. Is he still 8 feet tall? Yeah, she's just gonna like kind of wrap him in a hug as much as she can.
this is okay, right? I mean, I don't know what's going on. This is good, right? He's back. It's good. I don't know what the crying is about. Quincy, I never met Quincy.
That's his friend.
Hmm. You didn't know before, Fiat?
Painful. He can't even catch his breath. He's crying so hard.
Hmm.
June's just
Raven?
gonna shake her
Yeah.
head.
Now, I feel like everybody is going to have kind of that, to some degree or another, kind of a little bit of a breakdown. All the, like, whether or not you died or not, adrenaline, all that wearing off.
Yeah.
Everyone's having a moment. Maven. He's coming back. You get the sense that this was a brief respite to try to calm down the situation. But then it dawns on you of like, he gave us like take 5. He's coming right back.
Okay. I need a moment of your time, everyone. Viet, you take a breather.
Keep breathing. Just keep breathing.
Yeah, that's
breathing.
thank God.
Juna's just like wrapped him up as much as she
I feel
can,
like
and
you're
she's
just
like-
around his head.
Yeah,
just
kind
holding
of,
his
like she's
head.
cradling. Yeah, like she feels that anguish.
Oh yeah.
'Cause that's, I mean, I get it.
Okay. He's coming back. I'm going to give him the stone. Trust me. Got
You
a
don't
plan.
have any other option.
I've got so many plans.
They're all
Mine
gonna
like a
fail.
steel trap, June. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
I know.
Can't say I'm comforted by that assurance, but
Oh, we got this, friend.
Now you have a voice in your head too. Ha. No, I'm not the only. Wait, do I hear it when he hears it?
Fuck yeah. Right now you do.
It's like
Yeah,
we have
you
a
both hear it. It's like, we
walkie-talkie in
got
our
this,
brains.
friends.
That's awesome.
You both exchange a look like, fuck.
I'm gonna start having Sentry Pass notes to Worm in my head.
oh
I don't know,
wow.
maybe. I mean, or he's insulted that you think he would just do that.
Like he would. He's
He's
bored.
not your errand boy.
He's
Yeah.
bored.
As long as the notes are interesting. I mean,
Mhm. Exactly.
all right. So another minute passes as you are all kind of broken, trying to console, trying to recollect. And then in front of you, a doorway appears. Double doors. Look like reinforced wooden castle doors. Just the double, you know. Not the over huge, like just like a normal room, but double doors. But the nice iron cross reinforced appears in front of you.
Okay, Maven, you do what you're gonna do. We've got options. It's okay.
Absolutely, we do.
I wasn't really thinking of you, but thanks anyways.
It's all right. I'm always thinking of you.
Oh, gross. Okay. This is
Don't
gonna
be weird.
Don't be weird.
I've had
not
a
the
lot
weird
of
one
time
right
not to
now.
think about anybody. How can I not think about you two? You two are beautiful.
I don't like it. I don't like any of this. I'm married.
Yes.
I gotta go.
I mean, I am always willing to be a third wheel.
I gotta go. All right.
I think he's
I'm
burning
not-
the wrong tree there.
I open the doors and walk through. And if you guys want to come with me, you can. Or if you
Fiat
need to
can't
take a
even
breather.
stand.
Yeah, take a breather and just I'll be back.
June
Unless
didn't
you
see
wanna
the
come
doors.
with.
She's fixated on.
Who's going through
Yeah.
the double doors? That's my question.
I think Oliver would.
Gotta have my main man.
And I
Warren.
kind of gotta respond to Sentry. If I'm still alive, I'm not busy later.
All right. I'll pencil you in. I mean, I have a pretty open calendar.
Oh, please don't project
yep,
that into my mind.
eternity.
Ugh.
All right.
June is staying
both-
with Fiat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you open the double doors. Do you on purpose close them, or are we leaving them open?
Leave them open.
Oliver wouldn't close them.
So it looks like the inside of the Scalebound, with the overarching hallway with the two stairways going up with the fireplace in the middle, but with a long table right down the middle. And he is sitting at the head of the table with the fireplace behind him. And the architecture may be a little bit more noticeable now. The fireplace, the chimney going straight up the middle, the two stairs coming down both sides have that look of almost like a dragon with its wings coming down as he's sitting at the head of the table. There are 4 chairs at this long table. It's not like crazy long. It's just elongated. And he's sitting there calmly, one hand up. He's holding a glass of some kind of liquor. And come, sit. I'm glad you could all calm down.
You don't even want to know what happened in the past 5 minutes? Like, we have a lot to get through. And it's been a long 5 minutes. Okay. So you got any beer? You got any food in this
sure.
interdimensional pocket?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He
Thank you.
Gestures and plates of food start to just like invisible servants start
Love
to
it.
bring wine and ale and food. Yes, Viet.
So it sounds like this is taking a few minutes. So eventually Viet would push himself up to his knees,
Yep. And you will see, like, as the serving platters are coming down, the doors are open.
pat June's hand, and stand up silently and hold his hand out to help her up.
Dude, take it.
Yeah, because kneeling, you can help someone up.
I don't know if his face is still charred or whatever, but
You're
streaks,
completely
charred.
healed, and you do not have any of the levels of exhaustion. You are at 1 hit point.
my beard is still intact.
You are as if nothing had happened to you.
Huh.
All of everything, like all of the damage is gone, all the exhaustion, the negative effects, everything. It's as if you just got knocked unconscious and came back with 1 hit point.
It will finger
June
the
is
key.
still a little crispy.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's had better days.
Yeah. Not
Viet will
terrible.
finger the key in his beard and then nod towards the door.
Just keep
As you
hanging
both
onto his
kind
hands
of-
and walk with him. Yeah.
He's like, come on in.
I don't want to.
Let's exchange the chair at the end of the table for one more appropriate for our dwarven friend. And all of a sudden, invisible hands take the chair and replace it with a larger chair.
Viet would sit down heavily.
I'm glad we could all sit together and have a conversation.
June isn't sitting, she's standing.
June, not now.
I'm
Please.
just she's not sitting,
No,
is all.
yeah. If
Okay.
she's not sitting and he's said that, he'll just like, it's all right. In due time, you do as you feel necessary. It does not offend me. So, Amanita. And looking
Yes.
to Oliver, Juniper, and Viet. Do you speak for your group, or do we need to have a more diplomatic conversation?
I have been trusted to speak, but they are more than welcome to ask any questions they might have. We, more than anything, need a little bit more information to go off of before we make a deal. You blindsided me, Zazazan.
Well, I was willing to have a more sociable encounter, but things.
No, not then. With the ritual and this Aurora Borealis and these green-eyed dead, coming back. What you want to rule this plane of existence? Okay, fine, but what does that look like? Does it look like this?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm gonna, for the story purposes, I'm gonna say disadvantage. I'll use an inspiration just because you're not in a bargaining position. It's just only for story purpose. How
It's a
out of
12.
left field that is. 12? Okay. He just looks at you and he's like, this is what I could accomplish after you and your friends mucked up my very precisely established plan and ritual with the aid and complications of my sister. No, this was a byproduct that I still had control over. Looks at you, Juniper, as you started to speak. Just looks at you. Yeah.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to take away the power of my siblings from feasting on your souls for the last 1,000+ years. I wanted to try to equal the playing field, as it were. They deserve to die for the next 1,000+ years for what they did. That being said, they deserve to die for 1,000 more years for everything they did to every one of you puny mortals. They are despicable and deserve everything coming to them. And I'm happy to be the one to bring it.
And then what?
And then I, with the grace of, and gives you a very prolonged look of your gods, I would like to come to an agreement of peace. I never did want to fight them. I wanted to coexist with them. That's where the power is. That is where eternity is. My siblings couldn't just take a share of the pie.
We want the same thing?
Oh, no. You want the crumbs of what I want. But
Yeah.
yes, they're the same piece of the same pie.
Yeah.
Is he being legit?
Roll
Yeah,
an
can I do an
insight.
insight check? Can we all
Roll an
do that?
insight.
Yeah. Because, like, this is too good to be true. That's a... Thank God for Oliver.
What?
I rolled a 7.
19, 20, 22, 23.
He doesn't seem like he's lying. Every word that he has said, whether or not he's lying or not, it at least seems like he believes it.
So then you'd be a god. Like a god.
Oh, no, not like a god. If
A
things
god.
go the way I'd like, I would be.
Of what?
I'd take death, seeing as I've already seemed to have had that pinned against me in this situation.
It is
But-
a motif of yours.
And of Galros?
What'd you say?
And what about Galros?
Gods come and go as long as the belief is there to establish who they are.
What would happen? We destroy your siblings.
Yes, you
What
help.
next? What do we?
Are you asking what do I want from you, Amanita?
Yes.
Lovely. I'm glad we could finally come to this place. I want you to steal something from my brother.
She's very excited, but she's trying to relax. Steal.
Yes. I want you to steal an item called the glacial staff from my brother's hoard. Frenus Corvus. He has items there that might be interesting to you, and you can have your pick of the litter, whatever you can carry. I don't care. But the glacial staff is mine.
Why can't you take it?
Because he's watching for me. He's been defending against my army for weeks now. He'd expect me. But, as I said, you ants can move so quietly and unexpectedly, and my siblings do not think you mortals really are a threat. But I know better.
So we get you the staff. And then what?
And that's it. I want the staff. You keep anything you find along the way. Oh, and he looks directly at you, Maven. I also want any information about Callan and my sister and what she's doing with him and her plans that you know.
I don't think you really want to know what he's doing with her.
Yeah, I don't even want to know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't help it. I am so sorry.
Why wouldn't we want to know?
Very graphic.
Oh,
You ever read what's that one book? What's the book that Palm
Kama
one
Sutra.
burns?
Kama Sutra.
like a Swanky Dangles book.
Swanky Dangles.
Swanky Dangles book. That's
Oh.
exactly what it is.
I found one of those not too long ago.
Aren't they good?
Which one?
They're horrifyingly good.
Focus up here, guys.
Yeah. June is going to kind of squeeze Via's hand that she hasn't let go of yet. And are you okay with this?
That's not even really here.
Okay.
I
Zazazan.
want. Oh, yes.
I want to work with you to the long-term goal.
You mean a short-term goal because you can't
No.
trust me and I can't trust you.
We'll go one step at a time.
Right.
Ultimately, our goals are aligned strangely. And so we get the staff.
I get the information.
Yes. And what you help us kill Sorva?
Oh, no. I wouldn't do such a thing against my own sibling. That's
But you tell us how.
what I'm offering is any possible treasure that you could find in that hoard of my brother's, which is extensive. Also, I know of a way to help transport you from location to location. Secure your passage.
Okay.
A ship with no name.
Maven's head shoots up. Okay. Okay.
And also to, ensure my interests, because I unfortunately can't keep an eye on you every moment. And I know you all can't help but have your own mischievous ways to oppose or trick or, all the things. I'm going to leave you with a representative of mine. He will assist you. He will be instructed to assist you in all of your goals that assist me. But he will do nothing to move against you unless you are directly moving against me. Be honest with him, and he'll be honest with you.
Okay.
And I can, as I said, secure your transport.
I ask one favor.
There are no bargains between dragons and men.
Just listen. You'll give me Sorva's stone, and I'll give you yours.
Correct. Part
Teach
of
me
the
how to
agreement.
use it.
No. I will give you Sorva's mere stone and give you the opportunity to figure it out for yourself.
Oh, you're paying me an exposure. Great. Okay.
Or hang on to mine because it will be so useful against me. I'm literally within 10 feet of you, and you're holding it, and it hasn't stopped me yet.
Because I don't know how to use it.
Ooh, ding, ding.
Mm-hmm. It's no use to me right now, but it could be of use to you. So maybe.
Absolutely, it could be used to me. I know how to use it.
And if I happen to die while in your brother's hoard with your stone,
Your soul will come to me, and I can still use you.
true.
Granted, not as much as if you had kept that tattoo. If you'd like to put it back on, I can help. Don't squint at me.
I didn't. I had something in my
Juniper did.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and that was in character.
She doesn't know what he's talking about, I don't think.
Nope, she doesn't.
I'll hold on to your stone until after.
The deal goes now. And he holds up the mirror again. That's part of all of this.
Fine.
This is the part of trust. I give you something you want, you give me something I want, and then we continue from there and see if we can continue this relationship.
You'll leave Cyprus out of it.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Wait, I have 2 inspiration.
If you want to make it better.
I do. 19.
19 total. There'll be a long pause as he just stares at you, and then I promise by my word I will take no direct action against Cypress Tree by me or anything in my power as long as you don't move against me.
Okay.
You have my word then. No harm shall come to anyone of Cypress Tree or Cypress Tree itself. Within the proximity of Cypress Tree, that is. As long as you do nothing against me.
Okay.
That legit?
What?
I said, is that legit?
Roll me an insight check.
You're on 9, so I'm like, I believe you.
7 is 14.
14?
14.
Yeah, he seems like he is speaking very plainly and very like there's a weight to his words of like he is making an oath.
Okay.
Yeah. How you doing?
Like half listening.
No, I get it. Where are you at though in that half listening?
Yeah, it's just here.
What are the few things maybe out of all of this that you've heard? Pick words, whatever. Like, tell me where you're at.
Maven is gonna trade the stone off for some mirror. He wants us to go steal something from his brother. He'll leave Cypress alone. He's threatening to take a soul if we die.
Next to you at the table, all of a sudden you're going to feel your blue hand. You're going to feel someone put their hands in it. And kind of in that half here, not here way, you kind of look over and you see a very guilty looking Quincy. Hey. Are you okay? I know some things just happened.
Give the hand a little squeeze. That he's right. June is squeezing his hand. He's not responding back at all. He'll give Quincy's hand a little squeeze. Just real gentle.
I didn't want to tell you. I was trying to keep hope going. You had so little in the last decade. I just wanted you to maybe be happy. I'm always here looking out for you. I know you're mad and I know a lot's happened and I'm so sorry. And kind of looks behind him and you can feel he's looking to some of the others on your path. We all just want you to be okay. And I get it. I just want you to, because of what's coming, you to be ready. Because if you go this direction, you're going to find me again. But it's not me. Hailstone has a lot of dead. But the real me is on your side. And I'm with you. We all are.
He will open his hand and let go of Quincy's hand. Pull it back to himself.
He image of Quincy will, like smoke in the wind, disappear. Zazuzan will look at you, Maven. So we have a deal.
Nods.
He'll hold out the mirror and slide it towards you on the table, keeping a finger on it.
She does the same thing with the stone.
He'll let go of the mirror.
She'll grab the mirror.
As the stone or the sphere comes rolling to him, he puts his finger on it, and with one finger on top of it, gives it a spin, and in segments it opens up, and inside there is a black sphere. And he plucks that out of it and immediately closes his hand around it, and it absorbs into him.
Did he do something magical there?
Nope. He solved the puzzle.
Okay. Would I know that by watching it?
Roll me an intelligence check.
12.
It looks like he did something almost like Rubik's Cube or blacksmith puzzle or a magic trick, a sleight of hand. But so with just one gesture, opened a puzzle and took a thing from it.
Okay.
That gives me hope for the compact.
All right. So you all will go to Hailstone and find your way into my brother's hoard. You'll steal the glacier staff. You can keep anything you find in his hoard. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
My representative will be with you. And I will secure your transport.
Who is your representative?
They'll be here shortly.
Oh, God, I hope it's Leech.
Do you have the globe?
I do.
And looking towards Yuviet, can I borrow your key? Ding, ding, ding. He doesn't touch the key. He just kind of points at it. And as you set the globe down, there's your key. A mutual acquaintance informed me of your ship and her cryptic words, saying something to the effect that it's the only way you have a chance to save the future and give a chance for change for things that she thought she that once saw are different, but now could be a thing. Sealy is so frustrating.
You can't help but love her.
I can't.
Maybe you can.
Knowing the Amanita and who she tends to travel with, really wasn't much of a leap to figure out who and what she was talking about and who screwed things up with a glowing blue hand and an 8-foot-tall dwarf. But I can help you. Turn the key that Sealy gave you with the globe that you were given. And I will even provide you with ways to secure yourself from being seen from all those there. Well, unless with the natural eyes. And he'll dig in his pocket and pull out 4 necklaces. You'll have to, I'm assuming you understand, attune to these. Focus on. They'll hide you from all those who would scry on you or find out magically where you were, which will help you with getting into my brother's horde as well.
And your zombies?
No. They don't find you that way. And then
Are
he'll...
they still a threat?
To you right this moment?
No,
You're
to us in general.
As long as you have my representative and are on my agreed terms, they will pose no threat to you.
Good.
And
They're a
he'll
real pain in the ass.
toss out a key. The key to my brother's horde. You'll need that. From here, all you need, and he looks back at the globe, all you need is wind up a snow globe. I'll leave you here to discuss, figure out, but our deal's been struck. My representative will be here ever so shortly. Enjoy the hospitality for the next 24 hours if you so fit. Full room service. And the shadow will gather down the stairs, down from every corner of the room, wrap around him, and usher through the doors that are still open. And you are, for this moment, left alone.
Wait, I found it. I had it in my satchel. It's Swanky Dangles and the Star Siren. I have it right here.
My favorite one.
Oh,
You've read it?
beautiful timing.
Of course, I've read them all.
It's
That's
signed.
surprising.
It's fine.
It's a first edition.
I'm a big Swanky Dangles fan.
Only edition.
Mhm.
Self-published.
Well, I don't feel great about what just happened.
I do.
You know, who's to say how all these other gods were enthroned in their domains? How they came about taking over their particular portfolios? How do we know that the way Zazazan wants to do it is any different than how any of the ancient gods did it?
We
That's a
don't.
good point.
I don't know. But like I said, we still have plenty of contingencies, I think. I think maybe we should go along for the ride and see if we can't kill as many of these dragons as possible, as fast as possible.
And on that note, all of a sudden, the fireplace will dim just a little bit. And as you glance around the room and look towards the doorway, you'll see a dark shadow. And out walking from it, give me just a moment. For the group, I am sending a thing. Otherwise, I'm going to describe it here either way. You'll see an armored figure with a cloak around him, a mask in front of his face, golden mask, blue breastplate and pauldrons, a sword at his hip. All of you, Amanita especially, because you've met him before long ago. However, you've seen the statues, you know all about him. And yet And Juniper, you've at least vaguely heard of the Swiftblade as he steps into the room and nods to you all as the representative of Zazuzan to accompany you. With green eyes glowing through the mask.
Cool.
And
Great.
that is
Cool
where
and
we will
great.
end.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I know. We went long, but we had to get at least here, man.
Cool and
Um,
great.
I mean, Jesus. 60 seconds took us 2 episodes. Come on.
Plus 5 minutes.
Plus 5
Yes,
yeah.
plus 5 minutes.
Plus 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Oh.
But yeah, that was a great, all of it. Great. Yeah.
He can't have his sword back. He lost it.
Join us next Friday, 7:00 Central Time. I'll be here. They'll be here.
I'll be here.
I can't wait to see what they all do with this.
Time for another heist.
A heist.
Oh.
On the plus side, Scott, at the rate we're going, like you only have to plan like a couple minutes ahead.
Yeah, it really has made planning for each episode far
Oh my
easier.
goodness.
So until next time, thank you for joining us. Have a great week. We'll see you next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.